Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we are going to explore two fascinating pieces of American history, the 1921 and 1928 5-cent coins, also known as buffalo nickels. These coins are not just currency. They are a powerful symbol of early 20th century America. The buffalo nickel was first introduced in 1913, and by the time 1921 and 1928 were minted, it had already become one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Designed by James Earl Fraser, the coin features a striking Native American profile on the front, representing strength, heritage, and the spirit of the nation. On the reverse side, you'll find the famous American bison, often referred to as a buffalo. This design reflects the wild beauty of America and its deep connection to nature and the frontier era. The 1921 5 cents is especially valued by collectors because of its lower mintage and historical significance, making it a rare and desirable piece. Meanwhile, the 1928 5 cents is more commonly found, but still holds great importance due to its age and classic design. Both coins carry stories from a time when America was evolving rapidly, and every coin had a journey, passing through countless hands, witnessing history unfold. So, whether you are a coin collector or just someone who loves history, these buffalo nickels are truly remarkable treasures worth exploring. Today we are going deep into one of the most important and collectible coins in American history, the 5 cents 1921, also known as the 1921 buffalo nickel. This is a long, detailed, clean voice-over script designed for extended YouTube narration. It is smooth, professional, and story-based so you can use it directly. Let us begin. The 1921 buffalo nickel comes from a legendary coin series that started in 1913 and continued until 1938. This series replaced the Liberty Head nickel, which had been used for many years but lacked artistic beauty. In the early 20th century, there was a strong movement in the United States to improve the design of coins. President Theodore Roosevelt believed American coins should reflect the nation's culture, history, and strength. Because of this vision, new coin designs were introduced, and one of the most famous among them was the buffalo nickel. The design was created by James Earl Fraser, a sculptor who had a deep connection with the American West. He grew up around Native American communities and frontier life. His goal was not just to create a coin, but to tell a story of America through art. The year 1921 is particularly important in the Buffalo Nickel series. It falls in a period known as the Roaring Twenties. This was a time of economic growth, cultural change, and modernization in the United States. Cities were expanding, industries were growing, and new forms of entertainment like jazz music were becoming popular. However, coin production during this time was not always consistent. Some years saw lower mintages due to economic adjustments and demand changes. The 1921 buffalo nickel is considered a semi-key-date because its mintage was lower than many other years in the series. This makes it more desirable among collectors today. Now let us carefully examine the design of this iconic coin. The obverse of the 1921 buffalo nickel features a powerful profile of a Native American facing right. This is not a portrait of a single individual. Instead, Fraser combined features from 3 different Native American chiefs to create a unified image representing strength, dignity, and heritage. The details of the face are bold and realistic. The cheekbones are strong. The nose is prominent. The expression is calm but serious. The hair is braided and falls along the neck. This design reflects respect for Native American culture and identity, something that was not commonly seen in earlier coin designs. On the obverse, you will see the word Liberty placed on the right side. The year 1921 appears near the bottom of the portrait. Over time, this date is known to wear off easily, which makes well-preserved examples more valuable. Now let us move to the reverse side. The reverse features a large American bison, commonly called a buffalo. The animal stands on a raised mound. This design is simple yet extremely powerful. The buffalo represents strength, endurance, and the spirit of the American frontier. Above the buffalo are the words United States of America. Below the buffalo appears the denomination 5 cents. It is believed that the buffalo design was inspired by a real animal named Black Diamond, which lived in the Bronx Zoo. Whether this is fully accurate or not, the image has become one of the most recognizable designs in American coinage. Now let us discuss mint marks. The 1921 Buffalo nickel was produced at 2 mints. Philadelphia Mint produced coins without a mint mark. San Francisco Mint produced coins with an S mint mark. There was no production at the Denver Mint for this year, which already makes the 1921 issue more interesting compared to other dates. The mint mark, if present, appears on the reverse below the words 5 cents. Now let us talk about mintage figures. The Philadelphia Mint produced around 10 million coins in 1921. The San Francisco Mint produced fewer coins, making the 1921 S more scarce. Because of these lower numbers, the 1921 Buffalo nickel is considered a semi-key date in the series. It is not the rarest, but it is definitely more valuable than common dates like those from the mid-1920s. Now let us discuss one of the most important aspects of Buffalo nickels: condition. Buffalo nickels are known for heavy wear. They were widely used in daily transactions, and their design made certain details more vulnerable to wear. The most common problem is the date. On many coins, the date becomes completely worn off. This makes it difficult to identify the year unless the coin is in better condition. Another key feature is the Buffalo S horn. In worn coins, the horn becomes flat or disappears. Collectors prefer coins where the horn is clearly visible. On the obverse, the hair details of the Native American also wear down quickly. Strong hair detail is a sign of a better preserved coin. Now let us go deeper into grading. In good condition, the coin is heavily worn, but the date is still readable. In very fine condition, more detail appears in the hair and buffalo. In extremely fine condition, only light wear is visible, and most details are sharp. In mint state condition, the coin shows no wear and retains original luster. High-grade examples of the 1921 S are especially rare and valuable. Now let us discuss collector interest. The Buffalo nickel series is one of the most popular coin series among collectors. Many people attempt to complete a full set from 1913 to 1938. The 1921 and 1921 S are important pieces in that collection. Collectors often look for coins with clear dates, strong detail, and minimal wears. Some collectors also search for coins with natural toning, which can add beauty and uniqueness. Now let us talk about value. The value of the 1921 Buffalo nickel depends on mint mark and condition. Circulated coins are worth more than face value because of collector demand. Higher grade coins can be worth significantly more. The 1921 S is more valuable than the Philadelphia version, especially in higher grades. Coins with strong details and clear dates are always preferred. Now let us reflect on the historical meaning. The 1921 Buffalo nickel represents a time when America was growing and changing. It reflects the culture of the Roaring Twenties. It honors Native American heritage. It captures the spirit of the American West. When you hold this coin, you are holding more than 100 years of history. You are holding a piece of American identity. This coin also reminds us of a time when art and symbolism were deeply important in coin design. The Buffalo nickel is often considered one of the most beautiful coins ever made in the United States. In conclusion, the 5 cents 1921 Buffalo nickel is more than just an old coin. It is a symbol of strength, history, and culture. It is a semi-key date that holds an important place in the Buffalo nickel series. It continues to be loved by collectors around the world. At Vintage US Coins, we believe every coin tells a story, and the 1921 Buffalo nickel tells a story of heritage, art, and the spirit of America. If you enjoyed this long, detailed script, please like, share, and subscribe to Vintage US Coins. Comment below if you collect Buffalo nickels or if you want a long script on another coin. Thank you for watching. Welcome to my YouTube channel Vintage US Coins. Today we are going to explore one of the most iconic and artistic coins in American history, the 5-cent 1928, also known as the 1928 Buffalo Nickel. This is going to be a long, deep, professional voice-over script, written clean and smooth for your YouTube channel, with strong storytelling and historical depth. Let us begin. The 1928 Buffalo Nickel belongs to one of the most famous coin series ever produced in the United States. The Buffalo Nickel series started in 1913 and continued until 1938. It replaced the earlier Liberty Head nickel, which had been used for many years. The early 20th century was a time when the United States wanted to improve the artistic quality of its coins. President Theodore Roosevelt strongly believed that American coins should reflect beauty, culture, and national identity. Because of this vision, new coin designs were introduced, including the Buffalo Nickels. The 1928 issue comes from the later years of this series, during a time when America was experiencing the final phase of the Roaring Twenties. The economy was strong, cities were growing, jazz music was popular, but at the same time, the country was slowly moving toward the Great Depression, which would begin just 1 year later in 1929. Now let us look at the design of this beautiful coin. The designer of the Buffalo Nickel was James Earl Fraser, a well-known American sculptor. Fraser had a deep connection with the American West. He grew up in frontier areas and had close contact with Native American culture. He wanted to create a coin that truly represented the spirit of America. The obverse of the 1928 Buffalo Nickel features the profile of a Native American. This is not a portrait of a single individual. Instead, Fraser combined features from 3 real Native American chiefs. The result is a strong, powerful face that represents dignity, heritage, and identity. The Native American is shown facing right. His hair is braided. His expression is calm but strong. Every detail of the design shows respect for Native American culture. On the obverse, you will see the word Liberty placed on the right side. The year 1928 appears below the neck of the portrait. Now let us move to the reverse side. The reverse of the coin features a large American bison, often called a buffalo. The animal stands on a raised mound. This design is bold, simple, and powerful. Above the buffalo are the words United States of America. Below the buffalo appears the denomination 5 cents. The buffalo design was inspired by a real animal named Black Diamond, which lived in the Bronx Zoo. The buffalo represents strength, freedom, and the untamed spirit of the American frontier. Now let us talk about mint marks. The 1928 Buffalo Nickel was minted at 3 different locations. Philadelphia Mint produced coins without a mint mark. Denver Mint produced coins with a D mint mark. San Francisco Mint produced coins with an S mint mark. The mint mark appears on the reverse side, below the words 5 cents. Each mint produced different quantities, and this affects collector value. The 1928 S is generally considered more difficult to find in higher grades compared to the Philadelphia issue. Now let us discuss mintage. Philadelphia produced millions of coins in 1928, making it relatively common in circulated condition. Denver and San Francisco produced fewer coins, which makes them more desirable, especially in better condition. However, Buffalo nickels were heavily used in daily transactions. Because of this, many coins show strong wear today. Now let us talk about condition and grading. Buffalo nickels are known for certain weaknesses. One of the biggest problems is that the date often wears off easily. Many old buffalo nickels found today have faded or missing dates. The buffalo S horn is another important detail. In worn coins, the horn becomes flat or disappears completely. Collectors prefer coins where the horn is still visible. On the obverse, the hair details of the Native American can also wear down over time. In good condition, the coin is heavily worn but the date is still visible. In fine condition, more details appear in the hair and buffalo. In extremely fine condition, The coin shows only light wear. In mint state condition, the coin has no wear and retains its original luster. High-grade buffalo nickels are much more valuable than worn examples. Now let us discuss collector interest. The buffalo nickel is one of the most loved coins among collectors. Many people try to build a complete set from 1913 to 1938. The 1928 issue is an important part of that collection. Collectors often look for coins with strong detail, clear dates, and minimal wears. Some also collect toned coins with attractive natural colors. Now let us talk about value. The value of the 1928 buffalo nickel depends on condition and mint mark. Circulated coins are worth more than face value due to collector demand. Higher grade coins can be worth significantly more. The 1928S in high grade condition is especially valuable compared to common Philadelphia coins. Now let us reflect on the historical meaning of this coin. The 1928 buffalo nickel represents a time when America was proud of its frontier history. It honors Native American culture and celebrates the strength of the buffalo. It also reflects the artistic movement that aimed to improve the beauty of U.S. coinage. When you hold a 1928 buffalo nickel, you are holding a piece of the Roaring Twenties. You are holding history from a time just before the Great Depression. You are holding a design that many consider one of the greatest in American coin history. In conclusions, the 5-cent 1928 buffalo nickel is more than just a coin. It is a symbol of American heritage, art, and history. Its design, its story, and its connection to the past make it one of the most respected coins among collectors. At Vintage U.S. Coins, we believe every coin tells a story, and the 1928 buffalo nickel tells a story of strength, culture, and identity. If you enjoyed this detailed script, please like, share, and subscribe to Vintage U.S. Coins. Comment below if you collect buffalo nickels or if you want another long script on any coin. The next coin vast beautiful and virtual.